Welcome to your daily X Forex videos. I've got the euro dollar in front of me today, and if you received our newsletters, if you're getting our newsletters from last week, I've had a few levels from last week of where it might turn, um, and we were looking at 50, 70, 50, 30, and the last one was around 49. Now this is the daily chart, and if I shrink this up a little bit, you'll see that I marked these areas, and the 149 area was a resistance before, and now it found support here on Friday, and it bounced off this morning in Asia. Alright, if we look at it on a 4-hourly chart, let's make this a bit bigger, come here, you'll see that it's beginning to give some definite borders. Okay, so the 50-80 area, it touched there, started coming back. Now this 4907 and 5082, this is where it's going to get choppy. So what you might want to do is at the bottoms buy and take partial profits just underneath the 50-80 area and see if it breaks up. If it does, you can follow with the remaining of your position, and if it decides to go even shorter, you'll have a tight stop loss here, so you won't lose too much and you'll be covered. But in situations like this, once the market is defined levels, the best option is buy at the bottoms and sell at the tops. That way you have a nice tight stop loss, and you also got a nice indication of where the price is going to be, so you can take partial profits around the mid areas or towards the end of these levels, and that's how it is on the 4-hourly. Let's take a look at the hourly, and this is how it looks like. So there was a nice dip, a retest of the close, and then the price went up. Now we'll probably have a retest again of the 49.60 area to see if there'll be support or not. If not, it might come back to retest the 49 area. Now, one thing that's important is when you see the price coming to retest 49, it very often comes down to lower areas like 48.80, 48.70. It just dips a bit more before it goes back up again. So that's an interesting thing to keep an eye on. I find that happens quite a lot. Also when the price is going up as well, it'll come to, let's say, 1.5090, let's say, it'll go up and come to 51, and then it'll go to 20 and then come back. So it tends to breach those round numbers slightly before it does its way back up. So something to watch out for. But currently the choppy area is going to be between 50.82 and 49.07, so selling at the tops, buying at the bottoms, and taking partial profits along the way, so that you can cover your stop, and if the trade goes against you, can probably leave without a loss but break even if you got your money management right. Same kind of situation with the pound dollar. This is the hourly chart on the pound dollar. It was also on our last week newsletter. We had a look at it. We were expecting it to return. And if I do this daily graph and just shrink it a little bit, in my last week's newsletter I had one line here and I had a parallel line also here in anticipation that the price might come even further. Okay, so it bounced off on this line, which is the 91.05, and it's now trying to retrace back, and it touched the 92.50, 56 area, and probably is going to get a little choppy around here before it decides to take off. So once again, important to look out for those areas and not to get burnt. Try to get in at the bottoms with a long, nice tight stop loss, and follow through and take some definitely partial profits along the way, so that your trade can be covered if it returns and goes even further down, because the trend is down. So that's how it's looking on the daily. On the 4 hourly, that's how it is. You can see a nice pin bar eventuated here, so it might retest this 91 area, and if it breaks down, well, it's got 1.9011 down here. But if it gets choppy around here, like I said, buying at the bottoms, shorting at the tops, nice tight stops. I hope that helps your trading. Have a great week.